Good evening. Today I want to talk about a tweet that was put out by Nitin Kamath. For those who are uninitiated, Nitin Kamath is the founder of Zerodha. He started from nowhere in life. He used to be a sub-broker for Reliance. When the internet moved out, he and his brother had an aha moment and started India's first complete online broking. Today there are other copies like Upstock and Grow, but he remains the first person to get an idea. I won't trust an online app because I do not know where he is. And if it goes like Carvi tomorrow, I'm not going to get my money. But anyway, what he has launched a product that has caught the imagination of the entire Indian masses. A majority of Indians have a Zerodha account today, and he has destroyed and disrupted traditional broking. Small broking firms do not survive anymore. It's either companies which have banks as parents which survive in broking. Very few full brokers survive, and even they are finding going tough. What he has done is that he has reduced the frictional cost of trading. While this is good for the client, what has happened is it has what was already starting to happen. The trend has caught on. In when I was young, I used to go to a broker. The broker was knowledgeable, and there was a full fee of 2.5% on any transaction I did. But I got good advice from the broker. My broker didn't want me to trade, and he allowed me to buy my stocks. And the paper used to come, I used to send it to get it transferred and keep it registered in my father's name or my mother's name as my father instructed. Those shares got converted into demat, and some of those shares are still lying with us. This is what I learned. There was another set of people who used to constantly trade. I used to watch the Madras Stock Exchange where people would be shouting, and there used to be an outcry system where people would be trading every day. What my broker told me surprised me that 95% of these papers were never registered, and they, along with attached transfer deeds, would keep circulating forever. And when the Harshad Mehta scam happened, they discovered most of these shares were negative. Negative meaning they were printed and false. Since the entire system used to work on trust, I could make print a share certificate and send it around, and it would keep circulating among brokers, thinking it is original, only to be caught when it is sent for registration. But the trading, it was called Badala and several names. Basically, people wanted to make quick buck in the stock market. Unfortunately, stock markets don't work like that. I started when I was 18. The year was 1989, and I still continue to do this. So, in my 35 years plus experience, I am yet to see a trader make money. That is, somebody who buys today, sells tomorrow, or sells within a week, make money. There will be a flash in the pan where he would make some money, or there will be some trades in which he has inside information which would make him money. But overall, I have not seen anybody consistently become profitable by doing short term trades without any principles. But even today, 95% of the trades happen like this. In fact, Zerodha has spawned that culture of people trading. And when there is a bull market like what we are going, and there is no logic, and there's a bubble, everybody becomes a stock picker, everybody becomes a stock advisor. I get lot of unsolicited advice on these stocks. Like John Templeton said, when your dentist tells you what stock to buy, you know the market is overheated. In the old Wall Street days, if a shoeshine boy gave you a tip on a stock, you knew it was a time to vacate the market. The market may go 10-15% higher from there, but that was the practical peak of the market. Now, why am I giving you this long rambling ideas? Because Kamath has put out a tweet which said, after looking at trading data of all his clients, he has found out only 1% of the trading clients, not the clients who hold on to stocks. 1% of trading clients, that is, people who trade in stocks, buy and sell stocks, who write options, make money enough to beat a fixed deposit. That is, if 100 people trade, out of 100 persons, only one person makes enough money to beat a fixed deposit. This is in a bull market where the market has been continuously going up for last 2-3 years. This is true according to him even after March 2020 till to date. when the market has moved in one direction. If you had bought stocks in 2020 and you are sitting on it still now, you would have doubled your money in most cases. Even in these cases, people have lost money. And the average, only 1% has beaten your humble fixed deposit. A fixed deposit makes only 5%. This is below inflation. So, the moral of the story is if you trade, you will lose money. You are not going to beat even inflation. And this is not on a small sample size. He is India's largest broker. And all the large traders, huge traders, are with him. And he is talking based on a sample trade. He makes two important points. One point is if you are desperate to make a living on trading and you trade every day and you have to take money out of it, you make bigger mistakes because your survival depends on it. You tend to make more mistakes. So he says people who trade for a living fail more. Of the 1%, the people who succeed are people who have other jobs, who are doing other businesses, and can hold on to positions and make money. They seem to do better on trades because they are not under pressure to make money. These are the people who make money. So, in the last 20 years, which I've been watching people trade on computers, I found that most people would pack lunches and come and sit in dealer trader's office and keep punching orders. And coffee and tea would be provided by the broker. Did you not wonder why a broker is giving you an air conditioned room with unlimited tea and coffee, encouraging you to trade? Primarily, what he was doing you is every time you traded, he made money, irrespective of whether you lost or he gained. So if you lose in a trade, you still pay commission. If you win in a trade, you still pay commission. The broker wins, and that is why he gave you free coffee and tea. One thing I have to appreciate with Kamath is this data would affect his business, but he is supremely confident. Most people think it is that they lost money in this trade, they will make money in the next one and try to get into it. Please don't trade. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.
For hot financial news reviews and economical updates, watch Be Rich. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.